I did expect to have higher grades, but not quite as high as they have been.
And surprisingly, I've done pretty well.
So my grades are alright.
I think I expected my grades to be a little bit better.
I came in thinking that I was going to be a literature major, perhaps get a PhD in literature and that sort of stereotypical thing, but I actually hated it so much and actually dropped it mid-semester.
A lot of people that I know though have changed their course, so if you feel like you need to do that, it's absolutely fine.
I go to the tutorials, I talk for a bit, make some stuff up. I'm told, oh yeah, that's a good idea, so I make a note of it to write it down. Additionally, the socialists running around the university and trying to grab you as you're desperately running to your late class is certainly an interesting culture.
There are so many food options here, which definitely surprised me.
The really interesting thing about tutorials is I found that you don't have to go to all of them if you don't want to.
I guess it's a lot more independent than high school was, so that was also a bit challenging.
My move to Melbourne was so easy that way with language, understanding English. English for me, when anyone asks me what my first language is, English is my first language. So a big misconception that we speak in our mother tongues, but we don't. We study, our schooling is in English, everything is in English. A lot of cooking skills have been gained.
You learn how to cook. I did not know how to cook when I moved out of home, and I've learned so many microwave hacks. You know, just prick some potatoes, put them in the microwave for 10 minutes and you've got this whole meal sorted.
Yeah, there's something happening every weekend. There's always something to go out and do each night.
And I kind of signed up for everything and found that I didn't go to half of them. Like, I signed up for the yoga club and never went, and a whole bunch of other clubs, but I've definitely picked my favourites and kept with those.
In terms of events, we actually went to quite a lot of parties during the first semester of uni.
And then it got cold.
First, I guess, uni event that I went to was Science O Camp, and that was really awesome. It was pretty much just a 3-day bender.
I've joined the University of Melbourne Animal Protection Society, which has allowed me to fully embrace my inner eco-warrior, animal justice warrior.
So I contributed to Farrago magazine throughout my whole first year. It's one of those things you just have to be brave and actually send in a pitch. A few of my pieces got rejected, but you know, I got 3 pieces published, and it is the most exciting thing to see your name.
But I didn't really get involved much in terms of like student elections and all that. I kind of tried avoiding all the campaigning, like the campaigners who would like come up to you and try and force you to vote.
I got really confused as to what it's all about. There is so much going on, and you have people handing out flyers just everywhere, left, right and centre.
A ghost in the machine, almost non-existent. I've joined no clubs, no affiliation with any political parties at the university. I did not vote.
Yeah, so I did vote this year. Someone kind of came up to me and was kind of like holding an umbrella for me, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I already voted. But then they were like, oh no, it's all good, I'll walk you to class anyways, and I thought that was pretty cool.
It's good that we have some connection from high school.
Yeah.
Although like we didn't keep in contact with the whole cohort. But like I don't think I maybe speak to like, I can count them on like 2 hands.
You kind of find that maybe some of the people you were friends with in high school, it's because you might have seen them every day.
Technology with Skype and internet, it's been easy to keep in touch, and I don't feel like I'm being left out of my friends back home in India.
It's a little bit different than your uni friendships, where it's still quite new, especially in first year. And it's good to keep that balance where you've got your new friends that you hang out with, but at the same time you have that old group that you can rely on.
Personally, I think it's a lot harder to maintain your friendships with people that you meet in class, because once the semester's over and the class is finished, you don't really see them again.
That kind of sucks. You meet these great people who do tutorials, but at the end of the semester, you never hear from them again. The second you're not forced to be in the same place each week, these things sort of take off. Bar one exception, who followed me on a weekly routine at the end of each reason tutorial for our Arts Foundation, and that managed to survive longer than a semester, which is more to say than most.
So you just make, you know, you might make fewer friends, but you make real, true bonds, and yeah, feeling.
So I'm actually moving out in just over a month, which is really exciting, to a place near uni actually, which is exactly like super convenient.
So yeah, I am planning on going to exchange, possibly to Birmingham second semester next year. I You get to meet a lot of new people, and I love traveling, so I reckon this would be a super awesome opportunity to not only experience like a new place and a new place to study, how different cultures go about learning and university life.
My advice for new students would be to definitely get involved with events and all the societies and groups, because that's the easiest way to actually make friends and meet new people.
Don't leave it to the end of swap back, especially between science, especially between chemistry, because that's a really, really bad idea. Don't get a Netflix subscription.
Don't be afraid to challenge your ideas of yourself and change your mind halfway through. Don't stress, have fun.
Stress is a really
there's a lot of opportunity.
Don't listen to that. Stress, you use stress to get your assignments done.
Especially for international students. Just go with it, just trust it, and when you need help, ask.
Just take advantage of all of the free food. And besides that, just really make the most of everything that you can.
Although I've made a bunch of new friends, unfortunately, I have not met the love of my life. I thought that perhaps uni, you know, it'd be like star-crossed lovers, and he would have come from like some other country or like the complete like rural town in Victoria, and then we meet and we, you know, fall in love at uni.